Norway, please, don't do this. Don't be that guy, Norway. Welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. So, today we're recording this instead of trying to, because we're getting much closer to the next update and the next expansion, and I want to get as much of Europa as I can before this becomes obsolete. Trying to and Morrowind, they won't get obsolete. They're not going to have a huge update that's going to render them out of date. So I'm going to probably focus on Europa. So if you've watched the update video or looked at my schedule that's on linked to Twitter, you'll see that I changed the schedule, because it was like Trine, Europa, Morrowind, Europa, Trine, but now it's Europa, Morrowind, Europa, Trine. So I sort of want to have a focus on this before it's rendered out of date. Colony's going well. Don't know where my explorer is. He's down there. Monetary reforms. Treasure we need to there's some stability. Fuck it, we'll gain the inflation. Also, was going to record it yesterday on Sunday, but it didn't go to plan like last time with multiplayer. But later today I'm going to be recording something with a friend. It's not going to be the same friends who I was going to record with before, but it's either going to be, heads up, more Europa or Project Zomboid, but we'll have to see. See what it will be. Also, I played some Rainbow Six Siege, so I only played one game. Oh, the natives being arseholes. I played some on normal difficulty, Lone Wolf Terrorist Hunt with Twitch, and I actually won I finally won a disarm the bomb. I've won like classic Terrorist Hunt and shut the hostage. They're pretty easy to do compared to bloody when you do Lone Wolf Defense. Oh god. But some of the bomb can be tough, because then you have to defend a bomb against huge waves of terrorists when you're an attack operator, and it's But I managed to do it because every time I went to disarm the bombs, I first had failed then. Every time I went to disarm the bombs, the AR would just and the whole way all just glitch and just start shooting at the floor. If I was rappelled outside the window, they just like rappel up. Instead of shooting at me, they just walk up the wall and be like, oh hey. I'd be like, hey. Blast them in the face. So it wasn't really legit, because it was just completely bugged. But yeah, that happened. Focusing on this, it's looking quite nice. Colonies making steady progress. 28% chance on that colony. I think I can boost my stability again. Norway, please, don't do this. Don't be that guy, Norway. So right now I'm going to boost my stability. That should... Oh no, we're losing a lot of money now. I was going to hope that boosting that stability will will reduce inflation as well. This is going to help. Now we'll do it again. Sort of help our economy out. So we've knocked away all the inflation. And we're still losing money, but it's not so bad now, although I've just had to spend on my administration, which I was personally saving up for technology. Diplomacy needs a lot of work, so that's going to be a problem. Battle going off in name. Navies are probably upset at the fact that we actually changed the name after we colonised it. Hopefully, Jackob won't face the same fate as his relative or his father when exploring that coast of Africa. Yeah, colonialism, it definitely takes a while. As thing, to some extent, it's easier to do than aggressive military war and that sort of expansion-wise, but this way it sort of costs you less troops and it's peaceful and no one gets pissed unless you colonise the territory they had a claim on. But it's much slower. So if you don't want to piss off a load of people, you can just basically focus on colonialism, but as you can see, it's taken us a while. Although the Portuguese basically, even though they only got +10 a year, it didn't take them long to colonise this province. Then again, they have got their higher settler chance, but I didn't actually pay much attention to that. But could have grabbed that North Africa, but I think, as I said before, this series is not probably going to last much longer. And so if you're going to do a series on this, you might want to hardcore focus on it, like just churn it out. 30%. Because as of late, they've been updating Europa more and more and more. They've been releasing more expansions, more updates and patches and stuff. They've been a lot more active on it. Africa. But as I also said, I was going to focus on the Americas anyway. That's one nice little feature that I like, though, that the names change when you colonise and sort of accustomed to you, to your nation. Greenland's almost done. I think once these 4 colonies are self-sufficient, then the colony will be able to get independent. I'll be able to name it Austria. I view it as my rival. Did we eclipsed Burgundy? Yeah. We eclipsed Burgundy. Oh, some of the natives have been assimilated into the colony's population. With the additional population, we have a lot bigger faith in the feasibility of West Greenland. And this was like almost done already. That's something I think I'm definitely going to do more, rather than sort of like trade or war with the natives. I normally sort of went for the trade option, but going for that peaceful simulation, where you take that prestige hit, long term it does help with just the natives in general, like losing the ferocity and aggressiveness and getting something like that. There we go. Let's update our diplomatic technology because that's really behind. Although... Oh! Sorry, diplomatic technology, but you're going to have to stay behind. I need one more idea. One more idea for 380. Once I've got that, it'll be diplomatic technology. Because our diplomacy is falling behind. Where to send this colonist, eh? I think I'll send it to this one. Hey. Is this one I have 2 bases? So that'll be good now then. From when it becomes self-sufficient. Well, I am sure I should have got 2 base techs out of this, but it might have been. I might be shooting. It might have been base production. It's probably base production. But that extra base techs there, that's good. Because this colonial path, it's quite costly. Oh man, we're making money now. That positive income. Before it's too late, I do have cannons. Interesting. No, that isn't going to happen. I'll make these guys, because I'm going to need more men up front for that 5th colonist. But nonetheless, we have cannons now. Thought we didn't have them because of it was a bit too soon, but that one's better though, I think. Didn't notice we had cannons. Cause like, oh, we got cannons last time I checked, and it was like, they said like they weren't battlefield effective yet. Waiting on this little guy now. And this one. I didn't get that cavalry unit because I think if you have like equal or more cavalry regiments to your cavalry, then your that army takes a sort of military penalty. If it has the same amount or more cavalry than infantry. Smanian Labrador. Yeah, that changed. It wasn't Labrador, I can tell you that much. So it went from what other native name it was to Labrador. So it's nice that it sort of, I guess, Anglonizes. Because it's much easier to pronounce. And plus that's what, you know, they did back in the day when they imperialised and colonised and stuff. They took territory, they named it so, they named their territory so it could custom them. That's bad. That's very bad. As soon as this province was colonised, they rose up. I'm going to lose it immediately. That's annoying. That's very annoying. I'm going to lose that colony. I'm going to lose Avalon. Yep. Got to send the colonists now there. I need my ship to finish. I need Jackob to come back. Because I now need to defend these colonies. But 160 days to colonise that. And as soon as I colonise it, the natives rose up. But yeah, that was the thing with colonialism and imperialism. When you took territories, they sort of named like Port Elizabeth or this and that. And, you know, it was easy for like the people that was colonising. It was easy for them to pronounce. And now I'm losing a lot of money. Whee! Right, Jackob, I need you to finish, like, now. I think he's on his way back. I think. Yeah. Because I need him to transport troops, because we've grabbed Greenland now. It's all good. And soon we're going to have a independent colony, which Mans will be able to name. You can explore the Caribbean coast, that's nice. But for now, I need it to transport troops. Oh, before it does that though, I have an army here that needs to be picked up. Yeah, that can be fourth. That was annoying. As soon as I colonised Avalon, as soon as that province turned to my border colour, natives just rose up. I've gone for more peaceful natives, but they seem so much more aggressive now. Although they did just rise up twice there because I'm sending men now. And it's upsetting them. We need to colonise this one really soon because that will give us that base tax, which we kinda need. But that was super unfortunate that we lost Avalon. That's another thing they're going to be introducing in the next update expansion is corruption, in which goes up if you have mercantilism and if your tech's all over the place. So you have 49 in diplomacy and 52 in military, which I sort of have. Right, that's time. I hope you guys enjoyed, and well, we'll see you next time. Until then, you take it easy.